Happy Sabbath, church. I always consider it a very special privilege to be here at West Church for quite a number of reasons. There are those of you here who have known me from I was yay high. There are others who have come to know me and embrace me and accept me over the years. And it's always a pleasure to come and share with the church where this family is represented by 4 generations of Adventists. And then when I came in today, the fact that this is NCU Day hit me in a very special way. I must say a special word of thanks to those responsible for inviting me to be here today. You don't know how special this is for me. I graduated from West Indies College, now NCU. I graduated from Andrews University. I graduated from Duke University, but I have one alma mater, West Indies College, NCU. So I'm very happy to be here with you today. And as I came in, I bumped into one of my Greek students, so I felt at home. Then I came and saw a gentleman with whom we have battled many times on the volleyball court, and has eaten many a shirt over the years. And then, as if that were not enough, a group stands up over here and they say, "Is that Rex Netford?" And sure enough, the 60s posse. It's good to see you, Rex. It's good to see all the others there. That made me feel very much at home. This is the West Indies College that I knew. So I'm happy to be here today. I am able to understand that the theme is the urgency of mission in these times. And within the framework of that particular theme that you have, I thought to myself, what can I share with God's people on a day like today that reminds us of what God has done for us as a church, but also what God has done for West Indian Training School, West Indian Training College, West Indies College, and now Northern Caribbean University. And I thought to myself, we have never lost the sense of what our mission is supposed to be. We have never lost exactly what the mission is supposed to be. But as time has passed, we have not always kept up with the need to change our methods. And so today, I will talk about the need to have a mission. We have that.
Yes, yes.
I will not talk about the need to have a message. We have that. But I will talk about the fact that as we have gone on from year to year, from century to century, as a people and as a school, there are challenges that necessitate some modifications, some mild, and some drastic in the way that we go about carrying out our mission. So the message for today, old wine in new bottles. That's not the twist on the words of Christ. We don't need to change the doctrine or the truth that God has given to us.
Yes, yes.
We don't need to change the mission He has commissioned us to carry out. But sometimes, beloved, we are a little reticent in changing the methods that we use in carrying out that mission. I should like to read in your hearing something from next week's Sabbath school lesson. Yes, I did say it next week. That's me. I look at the whole quarterly before I even started the first lesson. And I'd like to read in your hearing from Sabbath afternoon, this Sabbath afternoon's lesson, as a matter of fact. It says here, and this theme for the week is mission. We, as followers of Christ, are fellow missionaries with Jesus. We are what? Fellow missionaries with Jesus. As He was sent to this world, so we are sent to present Him and to preach the 3 angels' messages to every person.
Yes, yes.
And then it wraps up on Friday with a statement from Acts of the Apostles. And in white, of course. I read, "The church is God's appointed agency for the salvation of men. It was organized before service, and its mission is to carry the gospel to the world. From the beginning, it has been God's plan that through His church shall be reflected to the world His fullness and His sufficiency. The members of the church, those whom He has called out of darkness into His marvelous light, are to show forth His glory.
Yes, yes. Amen.
That's the mission of the church. And if you look at your fact sheet handed to you, the mission of the university. I remember very clearly when we hammered out this mission statement a few years ago, and somehow Sister Sunshine Henry comes to mind as one who played a very big part in this. This is the mission of Northern Caribbean University. Northern Caribbean University, a Seventh-day Adventist institution, has as its mission quality, Christ-centered education, achieved through academic excellence, social interaction, physical and spiritual development, and a strong work ethic, thereby fitting each student for committed professional service to country and to God. The mission must not change. The message must not change. But God calls upon us as a people to be aware of those attendant circumstances that say to us, yes, keep the mission, keep the message, but do some changes in the method. We start off with 1 Chronicles chapter 12. 1 Chronicles chapter 12. And in this particular chapter, they are listing the mighty men that David has in his army. They are pointing out how many he has in this tribe and in that tribe, and they go ahead and make a wonderful catalog of the mighty men that he has. We are told, for example, in Judah, there were 6,800 men of war. Others had 7,100, 4,600, 3,700, large numbers. We don't read all of those, but from verse 23 on down, those are listed. I will read in your hearing only verse 32. Because there is something that is said about those in verse 32, not said about anybody else. The others' claim to fame was their massive numbers. But for this particular group, it was not their massive military might that was their strength. It was something completely different. May I suggest that as members of the Seventh-day Adventist Church, we need to remind ourselves that we might not be the largest group of Christians on the face of the earth. But numbers are not the only criterion.
That's right.
For what God is looking for. So let's go to 1 Chronicles chapter 12. And we're going to read verse 32. And of the children of Issachar, which were men that had what? Understanding of the times to what? To know what Israel ought to do. Those are the names. They had understanding of the times. They could assess and analyze current developments and know what we should do in the context of these particular times. It's so easy to get stuck in the old way. That we can't see beyond our noses to find a better way of carrying out the same mission with the same message but with a different method. These folk are simply told that the heads of them were 200. Not impressive numbers. The heads were 200, don't know exactly how many people they had under them, but not impressive numbers. But what stands out is that in a catalog of the listing